Hello everyone, my name is Rolly. Today we're going to be talking about my love life. Um, I dated this girl for 6 years. I loved this girl for 6 years. And I had 6 years of memories, inside jokes, late night calls, and just the moments that you just can't forget. We basically grew up together. We were kids, figuring our lives out, and somewhere along the way, she became my person. And I'd like to first start by saying relationships are not easy. Things get rocky. Mistakes will be made on both sides. And no person is perfect. I messed up, she messed up. We both let our emotions get in the way. And one major thing I did was let my insecurities talk louder than the love I had for her, and I kind of slowly over time pushed her away, and she was the one person I never wanted to lose. And now I'm kind of sitting here trying to get used to the silence from someone I used to talk to every single day. She was incorporated into so much of my life, and her voice would calm me down, or her laugh, like I swear I could pick it out of a crowded room. And it cuts deep when the person you're talking to is the same person you wanted to have a future with, and you're no longer talking to them. But I'm trying so hard to see the good. I'm trying to learn and grow and become better, not just for her, but also for myself. And look, if you're in a state of no contact right now, it isn't necessarily about closing a door. I don't want you to think about it that way. Sometimes you need the space. You need to give yourself the space to grow into the person that you're supposed to be. Like, I want to be better. Not, like I said before, not just for her, but because she made me realize that I need to be better. She showed me parts of myself that I chose to ignore. She showed me where I had healing to do. And if I'm being honest, I want to heal. I want to change. I want to grow. I want to be the kind of man she always believed I could be. And yeah, I still want to win her back one day. I won't pretend that I don't still love her. And that doesn't just switch off because things got rocky and things were weird. But I also finally understand something, that wanting her back doesn't mean I have to just rush into it and fix everything by forcing conversations or snapping my fingers and everything being okay overnight. And sometimes the best way to love someone is to take a step back and to work on yourself and build this version of yourself that they deserve and deserved the whole time. And I know I'm getting a little off topic by saying no contact and things, but that's usually the first step of breakups, is no contact. And it isn't easy. Some days it feels like it's killing you, and some days I go to type a message and I feel like I have to literally stop myself. Not because I don't love her, but because I know that right now space is the only way either of us are gonna heal. The only way we stop repeating the same cycles that hurt both of us. But I will be real with you. I miss her. I miss us. I miss the little things, the routines, the jokes, the comfort of knowing that she was always in my corner. Even though we're not on the best terms or not talking all the time, she is still someone I carry with me. She's in lessons that I'm learning. She's in the changes that I'm making. She's in the man that I'm trying to become. So from my perspective, no contact isn't about forgetting her or moving on like nothing mattered. It's about giving us the chance to come back healthier, stronger, and more mature than before. Or trusting that if it's meant to be, the version of me that comes out of this will be ready and more mature for a real relationship. And if one day she lets me back into her life, I will be different. I will be better. I won't be perfect, but I won't make the same mistakes I made last time. I think a big part that really made everything crumble down is I had a big surgery. I tore my ACL, my MCL, and my meniscus, and that surgery really messed me up, not just physically, but mentally in ways I was not ready for. And I went from being active and confident to barely even being able to walk, barely being able to sleep, stuck with my thoughts 24/7. And I don't think people realize how much that truly changes someone, especially when you are so active and love to work out. She was there through it all. She saw me at my lowest. She saw me frustrated, angry, depressed. She saw me trying to pretend I was okay, even when I wasn't. And the crazy part is, when you're hurting like that, you don't try to hurt the people you love, but sometimes you do it anyway. And I became someone that I don't even recognize. Short-tempered, more closed off. I became sour about just everything. I didn't listen to anyone, not her, not myself. I was so caught up in the pain, in the anger, in feeling like everything was slipping out of my hands that I didn't realize I was pushing away the one person who was trying to hold on and help me. 6 years with someone is not just some random relationship. I mean, that's like history. That's so many memories. And like I said, that's growing up together. And even through everything, the ups, the downs, the fights, the makeups, the long nights, we kept trying to grow. We kept trying to figure it out. But I'll be real with you. A lot of the times, things got messed up because of me. Because I didn't know how to handle what was going on inside of me. Because I let stress talk for me. I didn't listen when she tried to tell me what she needed. Because I was hurting and I didn't know how to say it in the right way. And sometimes life hits you so hard that you don't even notice that you're changing. You think you're the same person, but everyone around you can see the shift. I became so cold. I became so defensive. I became someone who didn't give her the version of me that she fell in love with. And I hate admitting that, but it's the truth. That surgery, the pain, the recovery, the depression, it turned me bitter for so long, and I didn't cope in the right ways. But here's the part I'm holding on to. I'm not that guy anymore. I've changed. I've grown. I've healed in ways I didn't even think were possible. Yet I'm still healing. I'm still learning how to communicate better, how to control my emotions, how to be calmer, how to be more mature and more aware. That pain didn't break me. It forced me to look in the mirror and face who I had become. I mean, yeah, she's still someone I love. She's still someone who matters to me. Not because I'm stuck in the past, but because she was like my everything. She was a huge part of my life. She saw everything, the best and the absolute worst. And even through the things, even though things got rough, even though I changed in ways I never meant to, she's someone I'm always going to want the best for, and wish I handled better. Someone I hope sees the growth in me, even if it's from a distance. So that's just a fraction of my story. This is my truth. I guess my confession. I messed up. I changed in the wrong ways. Life hit me hard, and instead of dealing with it, I let it spill into my relationship. But I'm not running from that anymore. I'm taking accountability, I'm owning it, and I'm growing from it. I'm becoming better because of it. And maybe one day things work out. Maybe they don't. But either way, I'm not gonna go backwards. I'm becoming the man I should have been back then. She always had this little saying. She said, a man only truly changes for one girl in his lifetime. The girl he loves. So I will continue to grow and change for the girl I love. Be the one she deserved, the one I needed to be for myself. And at the end of the day, if I've learned anything from this whole journey, pain doesn't give you the right to hurt people. And healing doesn't happen until you face the version of yourself that you've been running from. I can't change the past. I can't redo those moments, and I can't erase the ways that I slipped. But I can grow from them. I can learn from them, and I can start maturing, growing up. And I can make sure that I never become that bitter, closed-off version of myself again. Life will continue to not do that. It's going to test your relationships. It's going to test your patience, your mindset, your heart. But those moments don't define you unless you let them. What defines you is how you rise after you fall, who you become after the damage, and whether you choose to grow from it or to create some bullshit excuses. And listen to your girlfriends, y'all. Half the problems I went through could have been avoided if I just shut up and stopped thinking that I knew everything, and I actually heard what she was trying to tell me. Girls don't just nag on you for fun. I mean, they communicate, they point out the cracks before everything breaks. And looking back, she wasn't complaining. I mean, she was warning me. She was trying to fix things with me, but I was way too stubborn and stressed out in my own mind, to really even listen. By the time that I understood what she meant, it was already way too late. If you've got a girl who cares enough to speak up, pay attention and don't lose a good girl because you can't listen. And I think that's all I have for y'all today. I just wanted to go over a couple notes. I wanted to apologize for the inconsistent posting times. I know some of you guys look forward to this, to my videos, I meant. Life's been kind of shitty right now, and trying to focus on myself while also making sure I help you guys out as much as I can. And I also wanted to say thank you. I mean, we hit 100 subs only a couple days ago. Like, that is insane. Thank you guys for letting me open up, giving me the space to be honest about things I'm not so proud of. I mean, it means so much more to me than you guys know. And I hope that my story helps someone else who's going through their own rough patch, whether it's with love or injury or mental health, whatever it may be. If my mistakes, my healing and growth can help even one person feel less alone, then everything I went through wasn't for nothing. So seriously, thank you guys for watching, for the continued support, not only on YouTube but also on TikTok. This wall in front of me in the game I made for my 100th subscriber special. Pretty much if you comment a lot on the videos, I'll put your name on the wall. Just my way of giving back to you guys. But getting a little off track here. Again, thank you guys. I'm trying my best. I'm still growing, and I'm still figuring out this whole YouTube thing. I'm glad I get to share this journey with you guys and work through it with y'all. I mean, you guys are who I do it for. At the end of the day, I had to learn the hard way that listening isn't just about hearing. It's about understanding the heart behind it. If I had slowed down, if I had put my pride aside, if I really listened to that girl who loved me, a lot of pain could have been avoided. But that's why I'm sharing all this. Not for pity, not for attention, but so someone out there doesn't make the same mistakes I made. Because when you have someone who genuinely cares about you, someone who tries so hard and shows up even when you are at your worst, don't take that for granted. Don't wait until you're looking back wishing that you handled things. Learn from me, grow now, listen now, love better, and as always, stay rolling.